We're on our way back down to Bill's after several months. It's been, I think the last time I was down here was in September for this Cosworth Vega Roundup. So, it's been a while since we've worked on the car together. He's done a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've watched any of the previous videos, but he's done a lot of stuff on the car. So, we're to the point that we can fire it up and break it in. So, that's what I'm on my way back down here to do. Hopefully we have a good weekend and get it done and don't have any issues. He took it today to get the exhaust put on it, so that's done. So now it's just a matter of me getting down there and buttoning up a couple things probably and firing it up, breaking it in. Hopefully they don't wipe a cam. Hopefully our transmission's decent. We have no idea about this transmission, so hopefully it's good. So we'll see. He took it to get the exhaust on it today, so we won't blow our eardrums out when we fire it up. So wish us luck. Almost there. Got about an hour, a little less than 2 hours, I should say, on the road. Well, after about 9 hours of driving, we're here. Is that my car on a trailer? Oh, there it is. There she is. There she is. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, buddy.
I'm sorry, everybody. I should have started filming this sooner, and I just realized that I didn't do a video on tonight. I'm doing to Kevin's car today. Today is January 15th, and Kevin's on his way down. He's doing a business trip, and he should be down here Friday. So this is Wednesday night, and I'm trying to wrap up a few of the little things that need to be done. Stupid little things, here and there, little things that I didn't like and trying to improve mostly. But it's basically together. So I'm going to show you the car now. What I did tonight so far is, first off, I put that idiot light sending unit in the cylinder head. And got the wire on there. So that's done. I added this spacer. I talked to Kevin about it, and we both thought it was a good idea. This was like a 1-inch spacer under the thermostat housing. And what that did is this upper hose was actually kind of getting kinked on the toll valve cover. If you can see that. So we're using the toll valve cover, raising the thermostat housing up, it kind of unkinked this hose a little bit. And it's going to make it flow a little better. And I think that's definitely a win-win situation there. So that's done. And let me show you what Kevin got me as a nice thank you present for helping him build his car. He got me this. His 5-drawer Harbor Freight toolbox. I bought the shelf, but that's okay. I kind of wanted that shelf to go with it. But I set it all up the other day. It was, actually, I think it was harder to put this together than his car. There's lots of screws and get everything lined up. But Kevin, I just want to say thank you again. I really appreciate it. I needed this pretty bad because I'm working out of drawers that are all over the place, and I needed my everyday stuff in one place that I could roll it, because this is not a small garage. If you guys haven't seen my garage is kind of big, and my yellow car is 60 feet away, so it's a lot of walking back and forth for basic tools. Will drive you to drink. So Kevin, thank you again so much. And Mona Lisa Vito is really coming along nicely. And I will show you what else I did. The transmission, the shifter cable was a little tight, and I didn't like it. So I took the liberty, I pulled the pawl off, and you can see, I just put a slice in this and gave it the old pie. Opened it up a little bit, then just built it back with some weld. So now it's this hole is moved over from basically from here to here, and that's all I really needed, was just a little bit more room. I don't like the way you put it in park. It was really tight, and I wanted it to have a little bit more slack to go in. So pretty much I just have to put this on. I think I gotta fill it with transmission antifreeze, which is something I'm going to do in a little bit. Put some antifreeze in here, but I just realized I wasn't filming, so I stopped. I want to give you guys a little update on Mona Lisa Vito. That's what your name is, Kevin. Mona Lisa Vito. So Kevin's on his way down, as I said. He's got the other hubcaps for this side of the car to match these. So she gonna be sleeper. She looks good with those hubcaps on there. This makes a total sleeper look, and it should be a little animal. And yeah, this is in my way, but I'm better to have it than not. And I have a lot of mess to clean up still from Christmas and putting this cart together. And then I also bought myself, sorry for my finger there, I bought myself another one of these Craftsman boxes. Now that makes 4, and I'd like to get a few more. If anybody's got one they want to sell, just give me a heads up. Because I have a lot of wall space, and they really work out nice for what I got for my space here. They don't stick out too far. A lot of workbenches come out from the wall too far, 2 foot plus. Like these stick out a lot, and these other ones are, if you can see how much, it doesn't look like much, but it adds up. Yeah, and they're actually out a little bit, so I like to get them back further. So that makes 4. I got another one underneath this box over here. So you can see everything's a bit of a mess because I'm doing a few projects. The other thing that happened in the past week and a half, actually 2 things happened. I bought myself not a new truck, but a new to me truck. And let me stop this here and I'll turn the lights on outside. So the other thing that happened is, a lot of guys know about this was my dad's Trans Am. And we used to race together. He used to take this car down. And a lot of Englishtown, a lot of Atco, a lot of Island Dragway running. Unfortunately, you guys might have heard the story before, but I'm going to tell you again. He hit a pole going around a dragster at night at Atco and basically pushed the passenger side frame rail up to the windshield. And that was the end of his original car. So he started working on building this car. He started by painting the engine compartment. He had gotten that done, and they wanted to him and my stepmom bought a house. They bought a bigger house in New Jersey, and then they bought another house and another house, another house, and he's basically never got a chance to finish this. And my brother's been looking for the title for a full year now, and I've kind of given up on it. And pardon my mess, that's the box from the cart. I've given up on my brother coming up with the title for the car, so I went and I bought this 1985 Trans Am, and it is a freaking mess. Tomorrow's plan is to actually take this and take it to the car wash. Of course, it's like 0 out, right? And I got to wash this thing down really good. I mean, there's mouse stuff and it's just a disaster. So this is going to be a project because I need to get this cleaned up. I don't want to put it back on the trailer to go clean it in a couple of weeks. I'd rather clean it first, then take it off the trailer, because his car has to get on the trailer and get taken over to a muffler shop. Actually, Vice Grip's Garage's muffler shop, volunteer muffler, and he's going to put a nice dual exhaust system on this car. Right. We're going to try to get that. I'm going to try to get that done before Kevin gets down here sometime on Friday. So, pardon me while I close the door because it's cold. So I want to give you a heads up, give everybody a heads up on that. So I'm trying to get the dual exhaust put in. The mufflers actually came today, so we're doing good that way. And I just got to. That's why I'm trying to wrap up a few things tonight so I can put it on the ground and have it ready so I can pull it onto the trailer tomorrow. But just wanted to give everybody a quickie go overview. So I got to do the go put that pole back on the transmission, and I want to just check, go over everything and just make sure there's no hoses or wires touching headers or anything silly like that kind of stuff. And the battery I stole for the winch, Kevin. So I think you'll understand that. I need the battery for the winch. So, and yours was the freshest, ready to go. So, and it also had the right ends. It has a the bolts, your battery cables just have the bolts, which make it real easy to put onto the winch cables. So I said, all right, I'm stealing it. It was my easiest option the other day, but that'll go back in once I get the car on the, get back car back from the muffler shop. So we will be getting this car running hopefully in a couple days. So everybody, this will probably be the last video. Well, maybe I'll shoot the video with the exhaust on the car for Kevin. I think you guys would like to see that. We plan on doing a nice dual tucked in on running on the passenger side, basically following the factory exhaust system, but dual mufflers standing on side instead of being stock muffler sits on the car like this back in the behind the bumper. I'm going to turn them on their side, which is real common to do with H bodies. That you can put two together, they fit nice, and it makes it a very nice system. And I think I think that's the best way to go. Yes, you could do 3-inch, blah blah blah, but problem is you start getting into a situation where if you start doing a 3-inch pipe, it's harder to bend it, and you start getting it, the pipe gets lower and lower and lower, and this car is extremely low. So we don't want it bottoming out. We don't want it to look stupid or hokey. We can see the exhaust hanging down under the car. It's total stealth. And, we get this thing to Ohio. We might run it at Indy, Kevin. We'll see. We'll see how it's running. I'd like to break it in a little bit more maybe before you run it down the track, but let's see. We'll see how many miles you get on it before then. But, if this thing rips off a little quick ET, everybody's going to be coming to look at this car like, what the heck is that? Because I bet you half the people there won't even know what kind of car this is. So, all right. I think that's enough of me jabbering. Let me get back to work, get that parking pole on, and get that stuff done. Because it's going to be a long day tomorrow, too. Signing off. Well, I said I was done for tonight, but here's a quick view of her back down on the ground. And she's sitting kind of low. But that's cool. It needs a little air in the tires, too, so that's not helping. But she's down on the ground. She's ready to go.
Well, we made it to Bill's. It's a little damp here this morning. But let's go take a look at the old green Sunbird. I still haven't decided what the name is. So yeah, there she is. There's the exhaust kind of hanging down there. So yeah, Bill took it and got the exhaust done on it yesterday. So hopefully today we will be firing it up and breaking it in. We shall see. Until Bill's yelling at his dogs. Yeah, there it is. Looks pretty good. Car got a bath. Man, let's get to it. So this is the place Bill brought the old Sunbird to get exhaust done. I gotta go pay the man. Let's go pay the man. Let's go pay the man, Bill.
You pay the man.
Pay the man. Only a cook, Bill.
You missed the wheel!
Donut time. And chocolate milk. Well, important things first. Blower motor. Come on. Hey, blower motor's a little loud. Oh, that sounds wonderful. So blower motor sounds wonderful. So I bought a new one. So I'll slap that in there. But yeah, it's almost break-in time or braking time. I'm not sure which. Hopefully the first. Yeah, good old Rock Auto. Doesn't fit, so we'll be swapping blower wheels. Good times, maybe.
I don't think we should wire in the fuel pump.
Yay. Uh-oh. Yay. Sounds better now. We had to use one of Bill's spares because Rock Auto screwed me, sent me one longer squirrel cage. Now it's vintage. Will it start? Did Bill do a good job? Bill didn't do a good job.
Well, the timing's not set.
Oh. Excuses. Well, after much adjustment, we got it to fire. I should have got it on video, but we got our hands full trying to figure out what's going on. But it did fire, it did run for 30 seconds, so we're gonna go grab lunch, come back, and fire her up, break her in.
alternator. Already got one on the bench for us. We're gonna see if it'll idle now. Let's see if it'll idle. Give it a look like this.
Survived break-in 30 minutes. She is loud. Bill's burning himself.
But she's running and driving. She's going in all the gears, it looks like. We don't know how it shifts or anything like that. It's a big day, has the card. So far everything's looking good. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but so far she's running a little warm, but you know, she's been running for half an hour at 3,000 RPM, so she's only at 215, so I told him just take it, drive her, and she'll cool down. Yeah, we started up the alternator. Sparks were flying out of it, so I'm going to go get a new alternator for her later or tomorrow morning. But so she hasn't been shut off since I started the break-in yet. So she's been running for about 45 minutes now. And we'll bring it back in. I just wanted to make sure it worked in all gears, and then we know where we're at. It's still quite low on fluid, so it might shift a little funny, but I told them not to get on it because I just want to see if it shifts and all that kind of stuff. Still driving it around. Bring it in. If you want to drive it, it's yours. But I mean, I'd like to put more fluid in it. I ran out of transmission fluid, so I don't want to hurt nothing. That's one happy boy.
Got some debugging to do, but
oh sure, there's a little bit of bugs, but probably not too bad.
not bad. First time this car's moved on its own, probably. Well, that's September.
Late September, or it was a little V6 car.
Yeah.
But sounds pretty tough to me.
So she runs, she drives, kinda. We gotta tweak the transmission a bit. Didn't seem like it wanted to shift, but it's a little bit low on fluid, so we'll top her off. But I don't know if this will be the final video I shoot today or this week, and then I'm here at Bill's. Oops. But I am just ecstatic that we got this thing to run. Fired, broke in, ran it for 30 minutes, got up to about 190-ish, 195, sitting here running at 2,500, 2,600 RPM for 30 plus minutes. But yeah. Oh man, so I've had this motor since I was 16 years old. I just turned 52 last weekend. So, I've had this motor with me for 30 years. And the last time it ran, it was in a 76 Sunbird, so now it's in a 78 Sunbird. So, very excited. It's basically the same motor I had in high school. Same block, same crank. I think the same rods. New pistons, because it was bored 40 over when I had it rebuilt. Or machined. Same headers, but not the same headers. I had 2135 Hooker 2135s on my high school car, so I hunted and found those. Actually, Bill found those for me years ago. So I wanted those same headers on here. It's got better heads than it had when I had it in high school. These are Flowtech aluminum cylinder heads. 180 intake runners, 202, 160 valves. Changed the intake from high school too. In high school I had a Torker 2 single plane intake manifold. And I figured for more of a street driver car, I wanted a dual plane, so we went with a Eldebrock Performer intake manifold on here. I'm sure it's got a better exhaust than when I had in high school. But yeah, Bill took it and got the exhaust done the other day. Don't look in here. This is still a disaster. I got to find a place to put the tag. Tag's going to go over the steering wheel someplace. I got to clean up all that wiring, obviously. But the exhaust is louder than I wanted, but it'll be fine. But yeah, I got to thank Bill. Because I couldn't have got this far, I think, on my own. I would have struggled. And he did a lot of this work by himself. I came down here in September, I think it was. And we pulled the motor out of it, pulled the V6 out of it, put the small block in it. Got the 204R, put that in there. That needed some tweaking. Had to build the torque arm mount. Had to build the cross member for it. He'd done a ton of stuff. Lots of little modifications. He had to massage the battery tray. Alternator shot. We need to get a new alternator. He had to rework this radiator bit to get it to work. We had to steal his power steering bracket because the one I had was mangled and not good. We had to modify the alternator bracket. We had to make this support bracket here. But yeah, I'm so happy. So it runs and drives. Lots of debugging to do. And hopefully I'll be bringing it home here in a couple months. Gotta wait till the weather clears. Yeah, we'll see what else we get done this weekend. Today's Saturday, January 18th, I think, something like that. So I'll go home Monday on Martin Luther King Day. So we'll see what else we can get done, but man, I'm thrilled. This is fantastic. Thanks again, Bill. See what else we can get done. Sometimes you gotta have some priorities here, and when you have something that's weird about your car, you gotta fix it. This is a rare option. It's got a glove box light. Bulb was burned out, so I'm gonna slap a new bulb in here and see if it works. Ta-da! Oh wait, ta-da! There it goes. Switch is a little temperamental. Oh. Yeah, come on. Yeah, switch is a little temperamental. So who knows what's going on with that? But it works. I don't know why I needed to do that, but there you go. Something's fixed. Uh-oh. There it goes. Oh, now it's not working again. Oh, there he goes. I think that switch is mangled. Might have an issue with that switch. Next up, alternator. We started the car up the other day. Sparks and stuff were shooting out of here, and the generator light was on and whatnot, so not sure how old this alternator is, but we figured might as well throw a new one. Everything else is new. Might as well throw a new one on there. Let's throw that in there. We'll add some transmission fluid and see what she wants to do today. There you go. Brand new alternator. Yeah. Got the air conditioning version because I guess it has higher output, more amps, in case we put a hotter ignition on it maybe later. Who knows? But that's done. Top off the transmission fluid. I got a lot of cleaning up to do in here. So wiring. I think I want to move those gauges up there, but that's future project. That's future Kevin's problem. Along with the rest of this interior, it's... Oh. Anyway. Bill's out there tuning the carburetor. Hey.
Brakes suck? Burnouts in the snow, dun 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 dun. Burners in the snow, dun 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 dun. Not getting on that hard. The brakes aren't holding it. You can't do it. We'll fix the brakes up. You know, we haven't touched that stuff yet. Whoops. That went a little sideways. Yeah, you might as well. You're doing more, you're going to break something. Damn it, Kevin.
Oh.
Carburetor's fucked up. Come on. I feel like the carburetor is dumping.
Welcome to the winter wonderland of Sunbird Garage. Office still isn't done. Today it's 63 degrees in here. Not too bad. Ugh. So, made it back home. Had a great weekend with Bill. Got a lot of stuff done. Got the car broke in. Got the transmission fixed. I don't know. So, hey, made it back home. Sunbird Garage. Is that backwards? I don't know. Maybe it's backwards. But yeah, had a great weekend with Bill. Thanks to him again for helping me get that car to where it is. Still have some things to do, but hey, we got it broken in. Didn't wipe a cam, didn't blow it up. Transmission, we got the shift through all the gears, so I think the transmission is probably good. What else we had to do? Oh, the carburetor. So at the very end of the video that you saw the car kind of die. It ran out of gas, and then we got some gas back in it, and that carburetor, there was something wrong with that carburetor. So Bill's gonna play with it a little bit more, and then you know, maybe we'll change the carburetor. Maybe we'll go with a Carter like I used to have on the old high school car. I had a Carter AFB on the original car that actually ran on Ken and Nate Mahoy's Miles the Spider for a year, and then they made a trophy of it for me. I'll show a picture over here. So that carburetor's done, but maybe I'll put a Carter AFB on it. Maybe we'll get a Holly. Maybe we'll fix that Rochester. I don't know, but. Made a lot of progress. Hopefully I'll bring it home here in a couple months and start doing some other things to it. Debug it, change out that interior. I've got a full interior I'll put into it. I just get it cleaned up. So thanks again to Bill. Hopefully we'll get more stuff done here soon, and we'll be back. So thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.